In the 11th century, across the lands of England, a secretive order of Templar knights etched their legacy into the shadows of history. During a mysterious expedition, they unearthed a radiant gemstone pulsing with strange energy. Some whispered it was a fragment of the Garden of Eden itself. Far beyond a mere jewel, this artifact held a power long forgotten, capable of altering the fate of mankind. This moment would spark a tale that echoes through time. Centuries later, in modern-day England, archaeologists locate the burial site of those same knights who once returned from a campaign in Egypt. At first, the artifacts appear to be typical of medieval Britain, but the excavation soon reveals an intricate network of hidden tombs beneath London, a forgotten Templar stronghold, deliberately concealed. Suddenly, the operation is shut down under strict secrecy. Workers are removed, and any questions are silenced by official mandate. One expert on site hints at an ancient secret buried in the catacombs, one that could upend not only history, but the spiritual foundation of civilization. And from the shadows of time, a name resurfaces: Ahmanet. Daughter of a powerful pharaoh, she was destined to rule and be worshipped as a living goddess. But the unexpected birth of a male heir shattered her future. Stripped of her legacy, Ahmanet forged a dark pact with Set, the Egyptian god of chaos. In exchange for her loyalty, she was granted otherworldly powers, marked into her flesh with occult sigils. Consumed by ambition, she murdered her father and baby brother to offer Set a human vessel. But her ritual failed. She was captured, cursed, and sentenced to a fate worse than death. Mummified alive, locked inside a cursed sarcophagus meant to contain her power for all eternity. She was exiled far from Egypt, sealed away and forgotten. The story shifts to the war-torn deserts of Iraq. Here, we meet Nick Morton, a reckless soldier and fortune hunter, teamed with Bale, a more level-headed partner. Their mission, to uncover and secure ancient artifacts. But upon arrival, they're ambushed. A drone strike is called in. The blast causes the ground to collapse, and Bale disappears into the sinkhole. As the team explores the crater, they stumble upon an archaeological site of immense significance. Colonel Greenway arrives, furious with the chaos. Nick defends Bale, claiming he died a hero, but the colonel remains unconvinced. That's when Jenny Halsey appears, an assertive and brilliant archaeologist. She confronts Nick, accusing him of stealing a map she spent years assembling. He denies it. But when she finds a fragment of a Sphinx statue, the discovery becomes undeniable. She demands the site be secured immediately. Greenway complies. Jenny insists Nick accompany her into the ruins. Bale is still with them. Deep within the chamber, they find a vast crypt covered in ancient symbols, marked with the Eye of Horus, a sign of divine protection. Jenny realizes it's not a tomb, but a prison. Drops of mercury fall from above, a ritual mechanism long forgotten. Drawn to the hidden treasures, Nick and Bale try to claim them. Jenny warns them, a single misstep could awaken what sleeps below. But it's too late. A hidden mechanism activates. A massive sarcophagus rises, submerged in mercury. Nick is overwhelmed by visions. Ahmanet's face appears. She has not left this world. The sarcophagus is lifted out by helicopter and transferred to a C-130 military plane. But during the flight, everything unravels. Nick is plagued by more visions. Bale, now possessed, turns violent. Nick is forced to kill him. Suddenly, a flock of birds crashes into the plane. Engines fail. The aircraft goes down over England. In a final act, Nick saves Jenny with a parachute. He dies in the crash, or so it seems. He awakens in a morgue, alive, but changed. Bale, too, returns from the dead, still under dark influence. The curse has begun. Meanwhile, scientists find the sarcophagus, open. A decaying figure rises, draining life from her victims to restore her form. Ahmanet has returned. Nick, haunted by Bale's ghost, realizes he's bound to the curse. Jenny uncovers the truth. Ahmanet once sought to summon Set using a sacred dagger, its pieces scattered long ago by the Templars. One fragment has now been recovered. Jenny turns to Prodigium, a secret organization led by Dr. Henry Jekyll, expert in the occult. Jekyll reveals that Nick may become Set's new vessel. In their lab, Ahmanet is held captive, submerged in mercury to contain her. But Jekyll hides a darker side. He's also Mr. Hyde, a violent alter ego kept at bay by regular serum injections. When Hyde takes control, a fight breaks out. Nick manages to stop him just in time. Meanwhile, Ahmanet escapes using insects to free herself. She retrieves the red stone, the missing piece needed to complete Set's dagger. A massive sandstorm engulfs London. Nick and Jenny flee, chased by undead minions. They find refuge in the underground, but Ahmanet finds them. With the dagger now complete, she captures them both. Jenny drowns. Devastated, Nick makes a desperate choice. He plunges the dagger into his own chest, absorbing Set's power. His eyes glow with inhuman energy. The god takes root. But Nick resists the possession. He shatters the red stone, destroys Ahmanet, and resurrects Jenny using his newfound powers. But he is no longer merely human. Now something between man and God, Nick vanishes to protect Jenny from what he's become. He reunites with Bale in the desert. Together they disappear into the unknown. Back at Prodigium, Jekyll delivers a cold assessment. Finding Nick and breaking the curse will be a monumental task. As for Ahmanet, she lies once again, submerged in mercury, waiting for her time to rise.